Everton against Manchester City, which will see the return to Goodison Park of a trio of former Evertonians. Alan Harper joined Manchester City from Sheffield Wednesday this week for £150,000. Peter Reid goes to Main Road as player coach after leaving Queen's Park Rangers. And of course, Howard Kendall takes over the manager's hot seat after Mel Machin's sacking. Martin Tyler reports.
In his 6 years as manager of Everton, Howard Kendall lifted them from First Division also-rans to regular recipients of the game's major honours. Wembley became a second home. Kendall rekindled a spirit at the club that had been sagging since his own distinguished playing days. 2 league championships in 1987 and 1985, when Everton also produced a European pedigree in the Cup Winners' Cup. As Kendall's stock rose, so too did the demand for his services. Next stop, Bilbao, where he was able to work only with Basque players because of athletics' firm traditions. Finishing 4th and 7th in his 2 seasons there represented success. But now it's Manchester, where the weather wasn't too welcoming, but Manchester City's training ground seemed aptly named.
I'm delighted with the squad I've inherited. I mean, naturally, I want to bring in 2 or 3 of my own.
You've wasted no time.
No, that's right. I mean, people may say, well, he's been away 2.5 years and he's jumped straight back into the transfer market. But I've gone into the transfer market with players I know. The first objective for me when I came back was to try and sign Peter Reid. I mean, he's a tremendous influence on the field, and I know how interested he was with to get on the coaching side. And I've linked that to Peter. It's a tremendous signing for me.
Particularly given the fixture list, which has thrown up such an amazing
I couldn't go back there on my own, could I?
Reid's resolution on the pitch will certainly be needed tomorrow. In front of the live television cameras, the intriguing prospect of Everton present against Everton past.
Yeah, Howard did. I think that might have swayed the deal. No, Howard did say that it was. I mean, football throws up coincidence, and this is a big one. Obviously, myself going back to Goodison with Howard in charge in his first game. So it's. I mean, I love playing at Goodison. I enjoyed it at Everton, and it's a great opportunity for me and Howard to start. But we're at the bottom of the league, so we need points on Sunday.
Manchester City's Everton contingent was completed on Thursday. The versatile Alan Harper, who'd moved to Sheffield Wednesday after making a real contribution under Howard Kendall at Goodison Park. And Colin Harvey's switch from assistant to Kendall to Everton's present manager only adds to the spice of Sunday's showdown.
The backbone of the side's still there. You've still got the Southfolds, the Watsons, the Ratcliffes, the Sheedys and the Sharps. Great players. Colin's brought his own players in, which is natural. And they're a very good side. But
you all know what to expect from them.
Oh yes, I mean I think that possibly, I mean these players will be just given a little bit more of a lift. That Peter and Alan and myself are going back there as well. You know, they'll be even keener to show us what it's all about. But we may show them a little bit.
His knowledge of Manchester City's playing staff comes from watching them lose 2-1 at Southampton last week, where Clive Allen quickly offered a reminder that the new manager has inherited a reliable goalscorer. His priority, though, will be to tighten a leaky defence. Rod Wallace raced through to equalise for Southampton. And typical of City's recent ill fortune, they found substitute Barry Horne anxious to make an impact. Howard Kendall is certainly in a hot seat. City chairman Peter Swales isn't renowned for his patience.
I think what you find out is that the chairman has a tremendous passion for the club. And maybe the decisions he's made in the past, but definitely the decisions he's made in the past, he would probably think the interests of Manchester City. Certainly doesn't bother me. I have tremendous confidence in my own ability. I hope to be successful. If not, then he will make the decision again, no doubt, and someone else will take over. But I can't ask for more than what I've received from him at the present time. He said, you go in, you're the manager, you make the decisions. As long as you keep me informed, you get on with the job. And that's what I'm doing.
It is a long-term plan too for Howard Kendall, but there is a clause in his contract which would allow him to leave if he was England's choice to succeed Bobby Robson.
I didn't want to be sitting here and people saying, well, who does he think he is? You know, he's advertising himself for the England job. Bobby Robson is the England manager. My name was linked with other names. The possibility, if there is a change, that there was a possibility they would approach me in newspapers. I felt strongly that if that occasion arose, that I would be free to talk. Not for a club to hold out for a lot of money in compensation. That's all I wanted. I don't think anybody else would have done anything different. But that's out the way now. The only thing I'm concerned about is Manchester City Football Club.
But if you keep Manchester City in the First Division and the job becomes vacant, the credentials will have been improved even more.
I never talk about a job when someone is occupying that job at that particular time.
But it would be fair to say that it's every football manager's ambition to become manager of England.
I think it's a great, great honour. But at the moment, I feel it's a great, great honour that I'm managing this club.